endlessly searching for an original soul.
Hey guys, welcome to Sinfully Fun Games and the Night of the Living demo mixed, because we have a demo out for Crocapoca. Now this game was made by the guys that made Lucy's Got Problems. This is Flat Chest Developers' newest game. Now their demo is up for, I believe, a week, like most devs right now. So it's demo week on the channel, I guess. So let's check this out. This is an event-exclusive Steam demo teaser. We put a lot of time and effort in this version, but we're willing to put even more. The content in the final version of this visual novel may be, and will be, updated to deliver the best experience we'll be able to provide. I know a lot of developers right now that are doing, you know what we have to do. It's a rule. It's a rule. We gotta do it. I'm the girl. I wake up to a fairly loud metallic clang. My sleepy brain immediately brings up a memory of construction workers that were loudly digging something right beneath my window. Gotta go tell them to get lost. You can't just break into people's houses in the middle of the night. My body's still numb and tingles because of sleeping in a bad posture, but annoyance helps me to peel my face off the sofa, somehow. The clang repeats. Suddenly, my stomach shrinks into a heavy, cold lump. I finally realize I'm sitting in a dark, empty apartment. It is supposed to be empty, at least. There can't be anyone besides me here, and definitely no construction workers. Maybe it was my imagination? Maybe I should pinch myself? I'm about to do exactly that when I hear something again. The sound became more quiet and slightly changed, but now I'm sure I didn't imagine it. Trying my best to hold my breath, I sneak up to the kitchen table and take the largest knife. What the hell am I going to do with it? I should have taken something smaller, like a gun, or rather, I should have taken the keys, quietly fled outside and called for help. That's my plan in case shit hits the fan, right? When I first started living alone, I often played it out in my head. A little too often, probably. It kind of turned into a horror story that is told around a bonfire in a summer camp. A story that can't even become reality. All these thoughts are swarming in my head, but I keep walking towards the sound, a huge knife in hand like a character in a B horror movie. Oh, it's just ridiculous. I stop in my tracks to catch my breath and take a listen again, hoping I won't hear anything. But I do. The noise comes from the bathroom. Of course. Oh man, where else would it come from? What would I find in there? A barrage of the wildest assumptions rushes through my head, including aliens or giant rats. Or zombies. What should I do if a zombie's inside? I gulp down the absent saliva. Then, on an exhale, I turn the doorknob. Then I smash the light switch, channeling the entirety of my honed gamer reflexes into a single motion. The ruthless bright yellow light is flooding the bathroom, blinding me for a brief moment. The knife hits the floor and flies somewhere under the sink. My jaw would have followed suit if Mother Nature hadn't firmly attached it in place. I was ready to run into burglars, zombies, aliens. I was even ready for my stepsister, who suddenly decided to secure her lingerie from perverts in the dead of night. Instead, I find a tail. A thick green tail covered in large scales that sticks out from behind the bathroom curtain. Such a tail could belong to a massive lizard, Godzilla, but I'm almost sure I haven't locked up any dinosaurs in my bathroom. I bore the tail with my gaze, but it didn't move. Is this some stupid prank? Or rather, without taking my eyes off the tail, I find the knife under the sink and slowly creep forward. Then, driven by a sudden impulse, I yank the curtain aside. My gaze meets another pair of eyes. Shiny, round, and wide open, with vertical splits for pupils. It's alive. For a moment, I'm dumbstruck. Oh, but only for a moment. Ah! 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 It's a goddamn crocodile! I scream. I'm out of breath. Instead of actively defending myself, my body decides to freeze. No, you run like all hell. It's over now. I squeeze my eyes shut and prepare for the inevitable. Heartbeat pulses in my throat. Echoes of screams still ringing in my ears. I hear something else, but I can't discern what exactly. And then, a familiar metallic clang, this time a loud one. I wearily and slowly open my one eye. Warily. Oh my god, the crocodile has titties! Oh, and she's cute. Hey, no crocodile lewds in this chat. Comment section. The creature, thank you, Steam. Be gone. Be gone. Shoo. Geet. Out. Thank you. The creature in the bathtub doesn't move. That's how it seems to me at first. Is it shivering? A sob? Is it crying? Startled, I open both eyes. Now I can finally see my unexpected guest. A female guest, to be precise. Right before me is a girl with long golden hair and a crocodile tail? The girl pulls the tail closer, trying to either hide it or to hide behind it and sobs again. Plop, plop. Several heavy tears shatter against the bottom of the bathtub. For some reason, it brings me back to the time when our parents just got married. Me and Marumi spent time at a relative's place in the countryside. It was a rainy summer. The low-hanging laden sky was shedding exactly the same kind of drops right before a day-long downpour would start. Plop, plop, plop. A silly situation. A really, really silly one. I don't understand what's going on anymore. What should I do? How do I make it stop? Hello? I lean a bit forward. Don't come... Wait, does it talk? Don't come any closer. A teal blur whizzes past me. It reeks of alpine meadows fiercely. Ah! I reel in pain and surprise. A new projectile hits me squarely in the forehead and then bounces off the floor with a metallic clang. Guess I'm getting used to it already. A bottle of hairspray, wind resistant up to 25 miles per hour, rolls under the sink with a malevolent rumble. Take that! Volleys of Providence lavender and vervain chase their, mark. But I already figured out the rule of this game and gradually retreat to the door. Of course, my dearest sister has left behind a whole army of vials and flasks. They say a person's belongings can tell the tale of their owner. Well, that pile over there is as intimidating to me as Marumi herself. If objects could actually talk, I'd probably be busy all day long listening to criticism springing off every single tube. We have a peace treaty of sorts. I keep my hands off them, and they stay still and silent. Yet my visitor immediately got what's what. Now she has an almost infinite stock of ammo. Click, click. Leave me be! An almond-scented bath bomb aims me right in the eye. I dodge it to the side, but slip on an ultra-nourishing hair mask, 40% more moisturizing, and barely manage to grab onto the door. Wondering just how I haven't smashed my head against the tiles, What's wrong with you? What did I ever do to you? Stop it right now.
No, I won't. No, you stop it. I didn't rush at you with weapons in hand.
What are you blabbering about, you nutter? No answer, just some more tubes flying my way. And all I can actually do is try to get cover somehow. Do you really think... Suddenly it occurs to me. I'm still holding the door with my left hand, and while my right one is still clenching the knife. Didn't it go flying? So when I tried to approach, she probably thought, "It's not what you think! I can explain!" I throw the knife away and show an empty hand. A decent attempt, but I don't seem to get anywhere. My opponent laid an ambush behind the curtain and won't even show the tip of her tail out. I wonder how she figured out where to throw the bottles. Are those some predator instincts at work? Murderer! Pervert! I wasn't trying to kill you in the first place. Wait, and why am I the pervert? What are these groundless accusations? Allegations, same thing. How does she... Can she even realize that fast that I'm into... For a moment, a reddened face peeks out from behind the curtain.
I saw that look on your face when you were staring at me.
I wasn't staring at you. Or rather... Of course I was staring. But not like that. But how do you think I should have even stared at you? You have a goddamn tail. How am I supposed to react to a fat crocodile tail in my bathtub?
My tail is just fine.
Yeah, it's a mistake. I shouldn't have mentioned the tail. Judging by the girl's voice, she is about to break into tears. Or she's about to off me. Or both in no particular order. I managed to slip away from the room to take cover behind the door, just in time to face a new attack. Countless tubes and bottles barrage against the door. If I intended to survive this war, I need to change the tactics. I poke my head out over the cover. Listen, I have no intention to do harm to you. I even threw away the knife. See for yourself. Seems like I'm getting some progress after all. The curtain rustles and the girl peeks from her hideout wearily. Alright, easy now. I didn't want to scare you. And I didn't want to offend you. It was just awkward phrasing on my side. All tales are beautiful in their own way. I just got a little intimidated by the size of yours. So No, that's not it. The girl swings another flask and I utter the first thing that comes to my mind. My name's Anon, and you? A hand with a bottle stops midair. The girl hesitates and shuffles in place. Her shoulders slouch. The girl looks down and slowly twirls the hefty bottle she was going to hurl at me.
My name?
I can barely make out what she's saying.
My name?
What?
Lily.
Oh, flat chest, so you really like the unicorn. Suddenly Lily raises her head and looks at me with a happy smile. Yep, she's totally nuts. Abrupt mood swings are a short tell a person has gone bonkers, as I once read somewhere. But then again, it's midnight, or something. There's a person with a crocodile tail in my bathtub, and I'm pondering on her mental health. Maybe it's me who's gone bonkers? Lily gives me no room to develop this idea further.
I'm tired. When will you send me to sleep?
The girl squats down and rubs her eyes, holding onto the side of the bathtub. Send you to sleep? Why am I supposed to do that? Lily blinks her round green eyes several times, looking quite perplexed.
Isn't it night already?
Good question. I look out the window. The skies seem to get brighter, but there still might be a slim chance of me to catch a good night's sleep. Well, yes, technically.
And nights are meant for sleeping, right? You need to replenish your stamina regularly, or the stress hormones, cortisol, will build up in your blood. In longer sleep deprivation can lead to dementia.
This explains quite a lot if you think of it. Can't argue with that, I guess. A spark turns through my sleepy brain, exhausted by sudden happenings. Right, wait a second. So, alright. But how did you get into my house?
Sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep.
Lily sways in place a little bit and keeps whining, completely ignoring all my words. My patience runs out. Listen, since you're on my territory now, you'll have to play by my rules. You broke into my house, ruined my bathroom, and almost caved my skull in with a face-washing foam bottle. And I almost got a stroke from a single glance at your tail. Even through my annoyance, I realize that it's not something I should say out loud. You owe me a couple of answers, don't you think? Either speak up or go rampage in someone else's flat. Somewhere far, far away from here. Lily halts and stares at me, eyes wide open, just like when I approached her with a knife. Run! Was I too harsh? Most likely. Good job unpressing a being that's freaked out already, lass. I should probably apply for a compassion and hospitality award or something. Listen,
Fine.
Huh?
Fine, I'll answer your stupid questions. But if you decide to pull something, I'm armed.
Lily keeps her eyes on me and gets a better grip on that bottle she hasn't parted with. I step a bit further away just in case. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna do what we always have to do. How did you get here? How in the world did you get here? I immediately recall numerous urban legends about crocodiles in the sewers. You didn't climb out of the toilet, did you?
What? No!
Oh, all gods be praised. I barely hold back a sigh of relief.
The paths from the sewers are numerous, you know?
Guess I'm about to choke on air. Never thought that was a thing. She's saying all this in such a prideful manner or something. You couldn't get inside from the washing machine. Or could you?
Through the window?
Huh?
The window.
Lily points at a half-open window silently. And I was thinking, why the hell do we need a large window in the bathroom? Now it's clear it's precisely large enough for a stray crocodile to climb in. Hold up. We're on the second floor. Can you also fly? Lily gives me a long gaze with a serious and a bit of a pitiful look on her face.
I don't think my body is fit for flight without auxiliary devices. It would be counter to all known laws of physics.
Oh my god, I need Toast to voice this one if we do a full Let's Play. Then how is it possible?
I just saw an open window and climbed in. There are protruding stones in the wall and a pipe near the window. Nothing too difficult. Almost.
Lily glances aside and looks ashamed.
It took a little effort. I was a bit stuck.
The girl raises a hem of her garment and stares in confusion at a bruise on her stomach. Only now do I notice she's dressed in something reminiscent of a hospital gown.
It stings.
I'm overwhelmed by a vague feeling of unease. No idea why, but I shut the window and draw the curtains. Has anybody seen you?
No. I don't think so. It's most likely.
And where do you come from?
Huh? From the window. I told you. Do you have memory problems?
Hey, we don't need to bring that into this.
You probably lack vitamin B, complex vitamins, or,
Not in this sense. Where do you come from originally? Like, where have you left from? Escaped? I mean, where were you before you got underground?
I don't know. Not sure. I kind of always was there.
Lily looks confused or even lost. Then she looks at me hopefully.
Could I always be there? Underground? Is it normal?
Seems like she actually thinks I might know the answer. I'm at a loss. I don't know. But at least you're not a zombie that came from my toilet paper.
Oh. Toilet paper?
Oh boy, here we go. I silently pull up a spare roll and demonstrate to Lily. To my surprise, she reaches out for it. With a sigh, I part with the most precious resource of modern times. You can tell when this was written. Lily touches the roll carefully and then suddenly rubs it on her cheek.
Soft.
Did I miss something? Maybe the toilet paper is more than meets the eye? Is it possible everyone is obsessed with it for a good reason? And I'm the blind fool for missing the truth? Parting with the roll, Lily looks at me with curiosity.
Why do zombies want toilet paper?
How do I know? I mean, you seem to like it, for whatever reason. Maybe they do too. Then it comes to me. About that. Do you know how to use it? Don't you? It's for... Lily puffs her cheeks and blushes a bit.
I know perfectly well. I just never seen it before.
So just to sum it up, I have a sentient crocodile in my apartment that speculates about the laws of physics. Never saw toilet paper. Okay. Alrighty then. I have to put effort into finding words for a simple question that was bouncing in my head from the very beginning. Why? Who are you exactly?
I'm a girl.
Yes, I see that. Like, that's pretty obvious. I mean, well, how should I bring up the tail problem without hurting her feelings? Lily seems to be reading my mind.
It's about my tail, isn't it?
I flinch and instinctively cover my head. Lily looks away defiantly, then pretends she's totally interested in the ceramic tiles on the wall. Time to time, she glances at me from beneath her eyelashes.
Have you never seen anyone like me?
No, actually I haven't. Not in the real world, at least. Lily immediately forgets she's holding a grudge. She leaned forward and curiously looks me in the eyes, tilting her head.
Not in the real world? Then in which one?
Well, in movies and video games. Ah, and also books. I think I read something quite similar in a few books.
Show me.
Whoa, easy. I still haven't figured out what to make of all this.
Fine then. It's not like I'm interested at all.
I sigh in relief, but almost immediately realize that my question remains unanswered. Well, back to my initial question. I
belong to a biological species, Crocodilia sapiens homomorpha, meaning sentient crocodile from humanomorph superorder. Is this what you wanted to know?
Probably. Oh boy. Can't say I got any clarifications. I mean, I formally did, but... How is this situation getting even more confusing no matter what I do?
It's okay.
Huh? Lily wraps both hands around the bottle she's still holding and gives me a serious look.
You think I'm weird, don't you? It's fine. Parents say I'm special. Why are you laughing so hard? I'm just special.
I am mature. Yeah, that's what they tend to do. At least until you become a disappointment. Just look at this. Parents are parents, no matter if you're human or a sentient bipedal crocodile. I wonder if her father is prone to telling dad jokes.
I hope they won't be disappointed because I left. I'm going to come back. I just wanted to understand why would I have to. Never mind.
Why would you have to what? Lily silently shakes her head. Looks like I won't be getting any answers right now, so it might be better to change the subject. Do you know your parents well? Lily frowns.
Not sure. It's hard to remember them at all. I've only seen most of them once or twice a long time ago.
Most of them?
Oh. More than 80%. They total to about 100.
100?
Yep. Is there something wrong? Is it not enough? You have more of them?
Just 2. But you know, sometimes that's already too much. Lily nods thoughtfully. Meanwhile, I get enlightened. Let me guess, your parents wear white coats?
How do you know?
Oh, I think it's just my intuition. Uh-oh, seems like I'm in shit. A deep one, to be precise.
I have answered your questions. Will you take me to bed now?
Every answer Lily gave just multiplied my questions, and I feel like I haven't even started asking them. But there's one thing I can't argue with. Dwelling on this right now is pointless. I'm barely conscious after all I had to go through this night. Or rather, barely alive. And I don't even know what Lily herself had to go through. Well, except for the window part. But there is one thought that stops me from simply accepting the situation as it is. I've watched too much sci-fi throughout my life. I know too well where this is going. If the government is actually breeding cat girls or crocodile girls in secrecy, they wouldn't want to be part of the fruit. They wouldn't want to part with the fruit of their labor so easily. Somebody will be looking for you, right?
I think so, yes.
And I'll get in trouble, right?
No. I mean, I don't know. I never went out before. But I left a note. I want to explore the outside world. It's just for a couple of days, then I'll go back. I promise. Please let me stay.
Suddenly, Lily, huge eyes appear right in front of me. Aw. Pressing even closer to me, she continues chattering super fast, slowing down only for a ooh part. I can't make out a single word. Despite several layers of clothes separating us, I feel her body heat. My breath catches in my throat. I will regret it.
No, that's not right. Like it or not, I'm staying here.
Lily doesn't notice anything. She dashes back faster than I manage to realize and assume a combat stance. She's probably doing her best to make that little face of hers as warlike as possible. I will totally regret it. I silently opened my mouth several times like a fish washed ashore. Damn. Okay, Lily. You can stay. If I chase her out, I doubt Lily would just walk back to where she came from. Who knows what trouble she'll get into next? Someone could actually harm her. And well, I imagine she'd probably cause some harm too. If she stays with me, I can at least keep the mayhem in check. Probably. My common sense is positive. I'm just trying to find justifications for another one of my stupid decisions. Anyways, what's done is done. But you should behave. Give me that thing. I stretch out my palm looking at Lily's weapon. The girl is still for quite a few moments, but finally hands me the bottle. Well, seems like I won't be bludgeoned to death with a shampoo. Good for me, I guess. I glance at my trophy. A bath and shower gel. Speaking of which, so you came from the sewers, right? Lily squints at me suspiciously.
What are you getting at?
Before you go to bed, wash yourself.
No way!
Okay, that's the voice I did. Looks like our squeaky piece is in danger. Our shaky piece is in danger. Once again, don't worry, I'm not going to participate.
No. No.
But... If... That is such a weird sound for me to make. If you keep on wailing like a fire alarm, the neighbors will call the police right now and they'll lock us both up. Lily immediately wraps herself in a bath curtain and keeps on wailing, but at a notably lower pace. In this outfit, she resembles a super pissed off caterpillar. Listen, it's not up for discussion. You want to sleep inside, you get clean first. Even at the best of times, I wouldn't have let you fall into my apartment right out of the sewer pipe. And given recent events, it's totally not an option, like at all.
The sewers are kind of tight here, you know. When I was trying to get inside this large white thing, I almost twisted my ankle. Care to explain why the floor is so sticky?
I can feel my ears flare up. This is a different matter. Don't change the subject. What's her problem? Listen, I don't understand. Aren't you half crocodile and so on? I thought crocodiles love hanging out in the water. The whole curtain noticeably quivers. Don't tell me you're afraid of the water.
I'm not afraid of anything.
The curtain curls even tighter. Lily, please. You promised to behave.
I didn't promise anything.
Oof. Seems like I actually didn't know what I'm getting myself into. There's nothing scary about taking a bath. Damn, you're already sitting in the bathtub for an hour. If there was water in there, you could have gotten all cleaned up like 3 times now. Suddenly, a disheveled head appears from the curtain cocoon.
Got clean? Right here?
She scowls at me, then looks around with dubious eyes.
This doesn't look like a sanitation pod.
Right, because it's a bathtub. Humans usually wash themselves in it.
Bathtub.
Lily leaves her shelter and looks around, with curiosity, as if she's seen everything for the first time. Crouching down, she touches the bottom of the bathtub with her hand.
Wet. So that's why it's wet. Alright, I agree. But I want you to stay with me.
Is that it? I sigh in relief. Of course. I don't have much choice, really, as I live here after all. Do your thing, and I'll go fetch some big towels in the meantime.
No, I want you to help me.
What?
You don't want to help?
No, Damn. I'm not? Lily looks at me like I'm a puzzle piece that just won't get into place for some reason. That look makes me want to wait out the rough times in the laundry basket. Oof. Damn, it's just too complicated. Lily is so innocent, and I don't want to take advantage of it. On the other hand, I can't just tell her, hey, I like girls, right? Or can I? Come out to Lily. What happens if we do this? Look, I know we're both girls, but the thing is, I like girls. I can't believe it. I did tell her. Never thought I would decide to basically come out to someone that easy. Especially to someone I see for the first time in my life. I don't feel so good.
But it's even better that way, isn't it?
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm a girl. If you like girls, wouldn't you enjoy spending time with me?
But you're going to, what?
You like girls, but you don't like to look at them? Oh, I don't understand.
No, I like looking at them. I like girls in general. I like all in all. Do you understand now? Lily tilts her head to the side and looks at me questioningly.
Is there something wrong with that? I like girls too. It's only natural, isn't it?
It's, well, actually, yes. God knows I'm tired.
So you're going to help me after all?
Do I even have a choice?
Nope.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know what I'm getting myself into. Not in the slightest. What did you do? Nice boat. The following scene is of sensitive nature and can cause a dangerous heart rate increase. We'll be sure to show them in the full version, but for now, we must ask our readers to foster their bodies and spirits, and also to add Crocapile to their Steam wish list. In the meantime, we kindly invite you to enjoy this nice and beautiful boat. It is a very nice boat indeed. So, that was Crocapoca. Now, the whole thing is, this is only one demo that we're showing off. There's a ton of demos this week. I know it's Thursday, so I'm very late to this. I've recorded them all already. But I want to thank the developers of this for letting me know this is coming out. If you guys haven't checked out Flat Chested's other games, they make some amazing stuff. They made Lucy's Got Problems, which is up on this channel. And like I said, this is their newest game. Hope you guys all enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy it when it comes out. Don't forget to check out my Patreon and my Subscribestar. We are demonetized right now on the channel, so that would help a ton, because we don't have any real support right now. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.